Hey, it's Dr. Karen with this week's Hot Topic. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media so you never miss another hot topic and all the other cool stuff that we do. So today I want to talk to you about the link between stress and your adrenal glands or adrenal fatigue. So do you feel tired or worn out all the time even though you've had plenty of sleep? Do you crave salty foods? And maybe you've been to several doctors and none of them can say anything's wrong with you, which is super frustrating, especially because most medical doctors say that adrenal fatigue isn't real. But adrenal fatigue is real, you feel it, it's a thing. So your body's immune system responds to revving up when we're under stress. So our adrenal glands, which are these small little caps, they're organs above your kidneys, they respond to stress by releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenal. So these hormones are part of your fight or flight response. So they increase your blood pressure and increase your heart rate. And if you have long-term stress like the death of a family member or serious illness or a loss of a job, your adrenal glands burn out from this prolonged production of cortisol. Now these adrenals put out over 50 hormones, and usually we only hear about DHA or cortisol, but 40% of women's estrogen and progesterone are made in the adrenal glands, and about 40% of testosterone is also made in the adrenal glands. So these adrenal glands, they're the first to respond to stress, but they're also the first to suffer from stress. So some symptoms of adrenal fatigue might be fatigue, particularly upon waking with these intermittent crashes throughout the day. You can have a poor stress response and mood regulation, which is not related to your period. Cognitive issues or brain fog. So you have increased energy levels in the evening, cravings for salty and sweet foods, overuse of caffeine and other stimulants, a compromised immune system, and some of these less common symptoms, but they also do include like insomnia. There's also frequent urination, loss of muscle tone or muscle mass, poor circulation, depression, and weight gain. So again, it's kind of all these things that combine together. And the last thing is a decreased libido or a decreased sex drive. So some causes of these potential stressors include environmental, dietary influences, as well as anxiety and emotional stress. So experiences such as grief, trauma, and autoimmune disorders also have this possible effect, a negative effect on this adrenal function. So an overuse of antibiotics is also believed to possibly have some effects, as well as this cortisol production. So if you find yourself saying, this sounds like me, I have some tips for you that you can incorporate into your lifestyle that can help ease some of this fatigue that you have on your adrenals. So the first one is diet. So an adrenal fatigue diet, the goal of this diet is to help your body maintain healthy blood sugar levels and support balanced cortisol levels. So this meal plan mimics any healthy balanced diet, which promotes whole grains, vegetables, healthy fats, high protein foods to provide your body with enough stable energy. So a few tips you might want to try adding these to your diet. So vegetables, especially brightly colored one or non-starchy one, so no white foods. Fruits, especially like pears, apples, plums, cherries, kiwi, mango, and papaya. So try to save fruit for a little bit later of your meals in the day, and then just be aware of how much fruit you are, because too much can actually raise your blood sugar. So whole grains or something else, high, good quality proteins, healthy fats such as avocado, fatty fish oil, olive oil, flaxseed, grapes oil, all that. Salts, so actually adding sea salt in moderation to your food can actually help your body get important nutrients when it's lacking, especially when you have adrenal fatigue. Now, while above these foods, they do provide your body with a lot of fuel for energy. Try to limit some of these foods that kind of will help fluctuate some of your blood sugar. So white sugar, white flour, alcohol, fried foods or fat foods, processed foods, a lot of caffeine, which also includes chocolate, and artificial sweeteners. So what you eat is super important for any adrenal fatigue diet. So make sure you eat balanced meals at regular intervals to help keep your blood sugar steady, which is key to all of this. There's also some supplements that you can take that help support your adrenal glands. So these are vitamin C, magnesium, B vitamins, so B12, 6, and 9, CoQ10, which is a coenzyme, ashwagandha, licorice root. So some of those things you can take that all those. But again, other things that you can do, I've mentioned many other hot topics: daily exercise, drink lots of water, meditation, all these things that are going to help decrease your stress level. Again, it's going to be super helpful for your adrenal glands. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is you don't want to just start adding a whole bunch of supplements and different things to your body unless you've had a blood test to show where different levels are, because again, you need a starting point to know where you need to end. Just some things to kind of keep in mind, that you don't want to just start throwing a whole bunch of stuff in there, because if your adrenal glands are already taxed, you don't want to tax them even more, especially if you don't need that particular supplement or mineral, vitamin in your system, and then you just overloaded it a little bit more than you should. But just know adrenal fatigue is a real thing. It can be treated. You can start to feel like yourself again, but you just have to be aware of it. So hopefully you've taken some of this information and you can do a little bit more research, ask me questions, let me know if you have any questions. But that's all I have for you guys this week. I will see you guys next time.